What is up, my Breaking Bad friends? It is time to hop into season 5, the final season. I know I've said the final season a bunch when referring to this, but I have seen that it's kind of broken up into two halves, and so I don't know if they're considered like separate seasons. I've always just seen season 5 is listed as the last one, so that's what I'm going to keep calling it, but I cannot wait to get into this, especially because I don't really know where they can take the story at this point. They destroyed Gus's lab, they killed Gus in the most shocking way possible. That moment left me so speechless. He was the biggest bad guy around in this show and one of the best villains I've seen in any show, and so definitely a proper send-off for him there. And it'll be interesting to see who else pops up in his stead, unless it's just going to be Walter himself. That would certainly be an interesting turn if he just kind of went full villain. But with no one else standing in his way, I don't see any other direction that he could go. Although they did, in destroying the lab that Gus had built for them, kind of erase any possibility of really getting back into cooking, unless they go back to their roots. But it seems like Walter and Jesse kind of said their goodbyes at the end of season 4 as well, and so it's just all up in the air right now, so everything I'm saying is a complete guess. But I hope you're excited to start a journey through another season with me. Definitely appreciated all the support on my watch through of this so far. It's made it so much more enjoyable knowing that I can share with all of you guys, and it's definitely going to be bittersweet when I get to the end of this one, because this has been a fantastic ride, and it's going to be tough for any shows I watch in the future on the channel to live up to this greatness. But this season does have some pretty big shoes to fill, because season 4 was definitely one of the best seasons of any TV show that I've ever seen, and so I'm hoping that we continue the upward trend in quality, but I guess I will see soon enough, and so I'm ready to hop into this one. But if you do enjoy this video, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. Helps the video reach a lot more people and helps the channel out. Appreciate your guys' support, and you can always check out my full-length reaction to this and all the other Breaking Bad episodes I've done on my Patreon, the link for that being in the description below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start season 5. Oh, what the heck? Is he celebrating his birthday here? I would guess that it's Walter we're with right now.
Whoa, what happened there?
It's my birthday.
Yeah? Well, happy birthday.
Whoa, what the heck happened between the end of last season and this? This dude looks like a different person, and he has hair. That was also something that took me by surprise.
New Hampshire. You're a long way from home. You headed to California?
No. Here.
Where is here, though? Is it still New Mexico?
Business.
You know, I was in Boston once. Boston, in a little town called Swampscott, which is right outside of Boston.
Already, this episode is blowing my mind, just in the way it's completely subverted every thought I had, which was not many thoughts, to be honest. I mean, it's great news that Walter seems to have completely beaten cancer now.
Is there a manual, instruction manual?
What the heck is going on right now with him? I thought he was doing a drop-off or something, but it seems like he just picked up a new car. And based off the conversation before, he's walking around with a fake identity.
Happy birthday, Mr. Lambert.
Mr. Lambert, interesting. No more White, no more Heisenberg, huh? I like that line on the license plate right there, live free or die. That was essentially the stakes of what was going on the end of season 4. Whoa, okay, never mind. This dude is not just buying a car. What is he planning to do with that? That was such an interesting opening, dude. I have no idea what to make of that.
Gus Fring is dead. He was blown up along with some person from some Mexican cartel, and the DEA has no idea what to make of it.
Are they doing the classic move of showing us something way in the future and then jumping back to the past and leading up to it? Hopefully they aren't going to pull a season 2 and just tease us with that for the entire season. Nothing like a victory drink. Man, the music has certainly kept up the level of last season, though. Loving the track right now. There's the freaking plant. Such a monstrous thing to do. I'm guessing he knew that Brock probably wouldn't die from that. If there was any doubt, I have no sympathy for him.
You didn't tell him about Mr. Fring? They haven't said it on TV yet, but Uncle Hank says he was this major drug dealer.
Oh, interesting, dude. They just pinned it straight away to Gus. If we learned anything from last time when Hank thought that Gale was the mastermind, Walter's probably going to put himself in the spotlight again.
They figure it's over. When this hits the news, Uncle Hank is going to be a hero, even more so than before. Seriously.
Absolutely deserved. Hank is a freaking boss. Man deserves every accolade around. And once again, everybody's going to know that Hank was on the right track even when they all doubted him.
Are you gonna talk to me here? You gonna show some kind of mild relief that I'm alive?
I am relieved, Walt, and scared.
Scared of what?
You.
Oh, fantastic interaction right there. I think Skyler might slowly be realizing that there's really no way out of her relationship with Walter now. She's sucked into his trap. Oh, for a second I was thinking that Hank was walking on his own, but he's still got his little cane. I mean, it's still awesome to see him moving around at all after everything he's been through. I'm assuming he's probably in the lab, right? It looks completely destroyed. Jesse and Walter certainly did a good job with that. Also, I just had a thought. Gus was monitoring them in a lot of different places. Did he ever record stuff? Because we never saw anything done to like Gus's laptop or anything last episode.
What do you figure that was? Some kind of lab equipment?
Oh, it's the camera, dude. Shoot, are they going to get a lead because of that? That would ruin everything.
Come on, you be nice. Just be nice. Come on, hey.
Oh, Mike, happy to see him again. Still looks like he's recovering, though. Doesn't look at his full strength.
It's Gustavo. He's dead.
Oh gosh, dude, we're gonna see a raging Mike in this episode, aren't we? And I think he knows exactly who did it too. Oh, what the heck? I thought they were about to do a head-on collision.
Son of a... Whoa! Hold up! Get out of my way, kid!
I am done listening to this asshole talk.
He's got something you need to hear, all right?
Bro, they actually came to him. What?
If you kill him, you're gonna have to kill me.
Oh, Jesse. What is it with you guys?
Oh man, Jesse actually has some sway with Mike. That's crazy. I knew they had built a strong bond.
Gus kept cameras on us at the lab, at the laundry. If Gus had a record of that and the police get to it before we do, where did he keep it? He had a laptop in his office.
Dang, so that is gonna be a freaking problem. I feel like they're pretty far from his office though. If Hank and crew wanted to show up there, I think they would beat him to the place. Fetch, dude. I knew they were gonna beat him to the laptop. How the heck are they going to retrieve that now?
Look, Sarge, do you think we could work together on this thing? You folks have it over there? Could you tell me that at least?
Well, thanks for your help.
Is he trying to locate the location of the laptop right now? They better think of something freaking fast, which Walter is usually pretty good at.
Oh yeah? We're boned.
You know how they say it's been a pleasure? It hasn't.
Knew he was gonna say that. So is there no solution then? Mike's just peacing out?
Where is the laptop? Northwest Area Command on 2nd. And they locked it in their evidence room.
All right, so describe the building.
How about I describe Fort Knox?
Oh my gosh. Walter never encounters a task that is too difficult for him.
It is inside that room.
What about a magnet? You want to commit a whole other crime just to get this bomb of yours into evidence.
Who said bomb?
Yo, what
An
about like a magnet?
incendiary...
Jesse's got a good idea and they aren't listening to him. It's hilarious listening to these two fight because they got such different ideas. They're used to doing the exact opposite methods.
Or what about a magnet?
What Magnet, what about it?
Man, just drop some wisdom and he's done. I think he's got a good idea right there.
As you gentlemen can see, it's paying the bills.
This guy again, he's returned.
Feasible, doable.
I mean, this guy is pretty reliable. He saved their lives earlier in the show.
If you have any brains, you'll take that money you saved and you skip town right now.
This is a three-man job. The only way I know it won't work for sure is if we don't have you.
I mean, Jesse would be pretty wise to listen to Mike's advice. I feel like there's only pain waiting for him, but it's also pretty cool to see that Mike actually respects Jesse's opinion and trusts him at this point.
What did we say about you coming here?
Yeah, speaking of things that tend to rile you up, the police, they may call.
Is this still about the IRS stuff? Or is it about Ted? Because they never really said straight up what happened to him. Also glad that Saul is back immediately.
There was an incident with Beneke.
Ted's dead.
No. He just woke up.
Oh no, dude, he's not dead. I mean, that fits in line a little bit in what I was thinking originally because it didn't seem like the most serious accident, but I also can see how that would present an issue because he's probably gonna want to out Skyler as sending those two dudes to rough him up.
Guns, knives, tools, keys, plates in your head, artificial hips. Check your pockets.
Oh my gosh, he looks at Mike, this savage.
Where you want me with this? Start 40 feet out. There's more than the length of the room.
Flip that switch, turns it on, twist this here, that's your power control. Okay.
So is this the test run right now just to see if things will work? They really gonna drive this thing up to the police station and try and act like it's not them causing an issue?
Fingers crossed, don't yank the drive shaft through the floor.
Anything? No. Still working.
This is great, though. I like how they're doing this scene. Gotta make sure it works before you try it, that's for sure.
Wait. Yeah, that did it.
Oh, shoot, they just might do it. Holy crap. Jesse, you absolute genius. Let's go.
I'm Ted Beneke. I'm a friend of his.
Just finishing up. Come on in.
Hey, Ted.
His color's better and his blood pressure's up. We are going to have you eating solid food in a day or two. I bet you money.
Holy crap, dude. I did not expect it to be that serious. Oh my. Dude looks like a completely different person. He just looks like he's living through a nightmare.
Skyler, I haven't said anything to anyone. I told them it was an accident.
Whoa, Ted, I did not expect that from him. I don't know if he's doing that out of fear, though, because he certainly learned there's more to Skyler than he thought.
I've got children. I swear to you. Please, I never breathe one word of this.
Oh, man, this is such a good scene. The actor for Ted's doing a great job right now, too. It's insane to see him think that Skyler's an absolute monster as well. Dude thinks that she would actually threaten his family. Thank goodness they have Mike on their team now. Dude is like a walking Swiss Army knife. He's capable of freaking anything.
Should be about a quarter of the way down on the left. We'll do a loop and come around the other side. Turn here.
Man, their missions have certainly ramped up a notch from back when they first did a mission of just getting a barrel.
Cut it.
Gosh, man, I'm so freaking stressed. I feel like something is gonna go wrong, but I mean, last episode we saw that almost everything went right for Walter, so maybe things have changed in his favor. How are they gonna know when they were successful, though? Because it's not like they have a look in there. I guess they just memorized the measurements from before.
Let's go.
Just 1 minute.
Oh my gosh, Walter, what are you thinking, my guy? Did he just freaking get carried away and screw up the entire mission?
Outside!
Oh my my gosh, are you kidding me, dude? Of course. I mean, they certainly ensured that the plan worked.
What exactly are you celebrating? You left the truck behind.
So what?
So what if they find prints?
They won't. There's no prints. I made sure of that.
Walter's way too confident. There's no way there's not going to be consequences for that move. Mike's been doing this so much longer than him. He knows the way things work.
It worked.
Yeah? Why?
Because I say so.
Oh my gosh, dude. His confidence is through the roof after last season. He is infallible in his own eyes. To be fair, though, I think he is correct. The plan did work.
Frame Gustavo, laptop computer. Glass screen is broken, bag still sealed. Frame photograph of 2 men. Check it out. That's not on the manifest.
Oh no! They solve one problem and another pops up. They don't even know that it's an issue now.
He's in touch with the IRS, to which I say, hey, let's involve Walt in this discussion. To which she says, no, cut Beneke a check so he can pay off the IRS.
I'm a little afraid of Walter at this point. I don't know what he would do with Skyler. He's certainly not going to be happy.
You took it upon yourself to give away $622,000 of my money.
She's my client, same as you, but I try my best, ethically.
Ethically, this man does not deserve to be talking about ethics. He's the shadiest lawyer in town.
You're not Clarence Darrow, Saul.
Clarence Darrow never had a client ask him for something like this. I go the extra mile. You never told me that kid would wind up in the hospital.
Oh, shoot. Okay, I was thinking that was a cigarette or something. So his plan with that was a lot more elaborate than I was thinking.
Hey.
We're done when I say we're done.
Oh my gosh. Just the complete opposite of their early interactions, specifically when Saul first showed up to Walter's classroom and looked like he was going to be the threat in the long run. Ever since Gus is out of the picture now, though, it seems like Walter is just going full force in every direction towards everybody.
I heard what happened to Ted.
He's not gonna talk.
I forgive you.
Yikes, dude. This is such an awkward scene. That forgive you line does not... What? Oh, gosh. Come on. They're still stuck on the freaking cliffhanger, man. Apparently, this season is just gonna be as bad as last at leaving me hanging. I was gonna say, though, that forgive you does not seem like it's coming from a place of love or anything. It just comes from... or it feels like it comes from a place of power or ownership, like he's telling her, I'm not going to actually hurt you because of what you did. If I was Skyler, I'd be so afraid anytime I'm in the room with him now. So a very interesting opening episode to this season. Not what I expected for sure, but obviously if you watched the last video, you know that I didn't really have too much expectations, and it seems like they may be doing something similar to what they did with the season 2 intros, where they show us something in the future, but they don't reveal us what exactly it is, how the characters involved got to that point, because clearly the Walter that we saw in the opening is someone who is much farther along in the future than the Walter that we know right now, because his appearance has changed. He's clearly in a different environment, different identity even, it seems like. So I'm curious what leads him up to that point, but he certainly has embraced this drug lord personality and seems to be taking on some of the characteristics of Gus, just when it comes to intimidation and manipulation, especially when it comes to Jesse and Skyler. I'm really worried now for Skyler, because it seemed like last season even that there was still a chance that they can work in harmony together as a partnership, and it was going pretty well for a while, but now it seems like things have changed a little bit, and it's almost turned into like a Gus Walter relationship where Skyler feels threatened by him at all several times. But I guess in a way it was a little bit surprising to me that Walter did not get mad at her at all and just told her he forgave her. But I guess we will see. Maybe he's just kind of taking things slow. Maybe he will get a little bit more mad later. Maybe he will still try something with Ted as well. But then we have a whole nother issue with the evidence room. Obviously they were somewhat successful with destroying the laptop, but they created another issue with whatever was behind the picture in the picture frame. Not exactly sure what that was. It looked like an address for some place outside of the US. If I read that correctly, it was a pretty brief glimpse, and so I'll obviously look at it more closely when I edit just to see what it was. But if we've learned anything about Hank's character in this show, I know that he is going to be super suspicious when he learns about the whole fiasco there in that evidence room, and it's just going to once again put Walter in risk of being caught, because I think Hank is going to realize that Gus was not the end piece. And so far in just this first episode, it doesn't seem there's any evidence pointing towards Walter and Jesse still cooking it all. It looks like they're just trying to cover their tracks so that they can just move on with their lives and hopefully get back to normalcy, some level of it, although both of them will probably eventually run out of money, so I would assume they don't want to just go back to working mundane jobs. So we will see what happens with them, but really enjoyed the pacing of that episode. Feel like it flowed really well, and they're definitely moving through a lot of stuff, and so I feel like they're going to accomplish a lot this season, and so I'm excited to see what happens next with you all. Hopefully you enjoyed watching my reaction to this first episode, and if you did, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. Always helps the video reach a lot more people, helps the channel out. Appreciate your guys' support. You can always check out my full-length reaction to this and all the other Breaking Bad episodes on my Patreon, the link for that being in the description below. Of course, you'll need your own copy of the show to watch along with me, but they are uploaded earlier than the YouTube edits, so you can see them ahead of time if you'd like to. But until the next episode, I will see you all later. Peace.